en lo que yo lo veo en Zoom y lo que llega en nuestro Facebook Live. I just mentioned that we're a little bit delayed in our like by a minute on Zoom and on Facebook. So, hoy vamos a estar entrevistando a Chris Armitage, que está, que está como candidato para Congreso del el estado de Washington. Bueno, para el estado de Washington y para la posición de Congreso del Fifth Congressional District, right? It's quinto distrito del Congreso del estado de Washington. So thank you, Chris, for being with us here today and for going live with Latinos in Spokane. We are a small organization and we have a large following on our Facebook private group. So thanks for being with us today. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it broke up for a second. Apologies. Okay. So the last thing I heard was small setting.
Yeah. So thank you for being with us here today with Latinos in Spokane. Can you tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah. Well, first I want to thank you so much for having me, and to everyone watching for giving me an opportunity to share a little bit about myself and about this race and what I'm trying to do here and what we're trying to do here. So again, my name is Christopher Armitage, however you want to pronounce it. My family generally goes with Armitage. And so I come from a working class background. My father left a white collar job in his early 30s to go into HVAC repair. And he was a tradesman when he was part of a trade union then. And then he worked as a conductor for the railroad and was part of the UTU union when he was doing that. My grandfather was a delivery driver, and he was able to raise a family of 5 on that single income. And that's something I like to bring up because to most people, particularly younger people, but really a lot of folks right now in America, it's hard to imagine being able to raise a family on one income. And so I bring that up because I'm pro-family, and I think being pro-family means that parents can make enough money to spend time with their children because they're raising the next generation. So I joined the Air Force right out of high school, and I was security forces. I went on 2 non-combat deployments and worked as a base defense operations controller and as security forces. I also did security for or some presidential security in Argentina, Bariloche, Argentina, during President Obama's visits in South America, and got to work with a transnational security force that included Argentinian special forces.
Great. I'm going to just pause one moment because I'm going to translate what you had, what you just mentioned. So we'll take it by little breaks. Entonces le pregunté a Chris Armitage que si nos puede compartir un poquito de quién es él y de su familia, y nos comenta que él viene de una familia de trabajadores, que su papá era hacía trabajados, por ejemplo, de reparación y de HVAC, y que pertenecía a una unión. También trabajó como en parte de ferrocarril, y su abuelo era una persona que también trabajaba en Can you tell me a little bit about your grandfather again?
Yes, he was a delivery driver.
Delivery driver, okay.
He raised a family with that income.
Yeah, thank you. Entonces nos comenta que su abuelo era una persona que hacía servicios de repartir y que con su trabajo él proveía para 5 personas en su familia. Y menciona esto porque él antes podía mantener a su familia de 5 con el trabajo que tenía. Y él quiere mencionar eso porque es muy pro familia. También Chris Armitage estuvo en las Fuerzas Armadas, en los Armed Forces, y también trabajó en non-combat. Entonces, you were in non-combat before, right? Okay, now I'm trying to translate this with my notes. Y también trabajó en seguridad para la oficina del presidente una vez en Argentina. And so I think I got most of it. I was just mentioning that you were security, you were for the presidential security in Argentina.
Yeah, you know, that was one of the most important experiences of my entire career, actually. We were there for about 3 weeks. I led a small security team. We worked with the Argentinian Special Forces guarding Air Force One for the 8 hours President Obama was there, but we were there for a few weeks. And we would go out every night. I learned an important lesson, for example, that at bars and clubs there, they start a lot later. I learned that. They also would hand me, they like to hand you a drink, some of their drink, so you can take a sip if you like it. I didn't realize that they just wanted you to take a sip and hand it back. I thought they wanted you to have the whole thing, and everybody everybody laughed when I drank the whole drink. So it was a really incredible experience, though, getting to know folks and spend time with them. And then one night we went out, and it was the 50-year anniversary of the U.S. CIA-backed coup, where we overthrew a democratically elected leader and helped implant a dictator. And there were names written in chalk all over the ground, and those were the names of people's family members: mothers, brothers, fathers, sons, friends, and they were people who died as a result of the coup that we backed. And there were the fun nights, but there was that night, and it's always stuck with me as something that I don't want the United States participating in. I don't want us destroying people's lives, and so that's always stuck with me.
Yeah, there's a rich history of U.S. Involvement in Latin America, and yeah, there's a lot to explore there that we're just learning as immigrants that weren't. Some of us were there for those experiences, some of our parents were there, and then how, what is our experience here? So I'm going to go back and translate what you just mentioned. Le estuve preguntando de su experiencia en Argentina cuando estuvo trabajando para proteger como seguridad del Air Force One, y nos menciona que estuvo ahí durante 3 semanas, que fue una experiencia que impactó su vida mucho. Uno, porque se la pasó muy bien cuando salía de noche, y en Argentina aprendió que cuando uno sale de noche allá te dan un trago para probar, pero él no sabía que era para probar, entonces se lo tomaba todo. Aparte de eso, tuvo esa experiencia en Argentina, y también vivió la experiencia del aniversario, el 50 aniversario sobre cuando... no me acuerdo el nombre, pero él pasó el 50 aniversario cuando las Fuerzas Armadas de Estados Unidos participaron en